From Murphy, North Carolina, Local TV 4 presents The Local Report.
Hello, I'm Christina Randall with Local TV 4. Going to the DMV means you could be stuck waiting in a long line. This rings true to many residents who go to the Andrews location. But it isn't just Andrews experiencing long wait times. It's DMVs all across North Carolina. I spoke with DMV officials this week to find out exactly what's causing these wait times and what is being done about it. Long lines can be seen just about at any division of motor vehicles location in North Carolina. The DMV is facing criticism from drivers due to those long wait times, limited appointment availability, and technology issues.
First, it's a population issue. The state has grown by, 2.5 million people over the last 20 years. The number of examiners, those are the people that work in the driver license offices, that number has not gone up.
Marty Homan, DMV Communications Director for North Carolina, says nearly 300 people are moving to the state every day.
Each one of those people need to come in person to the office, and so that's driving demand on top of all the people that are already here or have been here for a number of years.
Homan says it's been impossible for the staff to keep up with the increased level population. However, hopefully that will change.
And so we're hopeful this year's the year that the legislature will add more employees. Included in this year's budget request from the governor are 61 new employees to fill vacant workstations.
At the Andrews DMV, locals say the line nearly wraps around the building almost every day. People also noticed there is only one person working at that location.
We were told when we got here it was a little bit before 12, and the people in the parking lot said just go up there and wait, otherwise you'll be way back in the line. Well, if you come in at 1.
Sandy was at the DMV Wednesday. She doesn't understand why there is always just one person when the location is always so busy.
It's really hard if there's people waiting in line, because you get here, you can't take the test till 1 o'clock because they're out for break from 11:30 to 1, which is a long time to take a break.
Homan says there is a reason for this.
An office that might normally be a 2-person office like Andrews is now operating as a 1-person office because they're taking a person from Andrews and they're helping out at Franklin, which is a 1-person office that has a vacancy. And so we can keep the Franklin office open. We're moving someone from Andrews to Franklin.
Real ID is another reason for the long wait times. However, Homan says there's a number of people who already have a Real ID showing up to the DMV.
We have had a surprising number of people show up at offices to get wanting a Real ID that already have it, which is kind of, a little crazy to think about.
Here's how you can tell if you have a Real ID already. Take out your driver's license and look at the right corner. If you have a star, that means you have a Real ID. Homan says to help with long wait times, the Andrews location is temporarily opened on Saturdays.
The Saturday is a great option, especially if you have a kind of a 9-to-5 job and it's hard for you to get to an office during the week. The Saturday hours are a great option.
The Andrews DMV location will be open on Saturdays throughout the summer. The location will stop being open on Saturdays, August 23rd.
Time now for your local weather update.
Needing something to do this Saturday? Well, the Safe Pet Project has just the event. The organization is hosting its annual Dog Days of Summer. The event kicks off at 9 a.m. with a parade at the Blairsville Square. The parade will start at the square and end at the Safe Pet thrift store. Then judges will be picking which pet had the best costume. A winner will be announced at 10 a.m. There will also be free microchipping, low-cost vaccines, and your furry friend can even get their nails trimmed. The event will go on until 2 p.m.
How will tariffs affect the real estate market? First, what is a tariff? Tariffs are taxes on imported goods, and they may have implications for the real estate market. The tariffs on materials like steel, aluminum, and lumber have increased construction costs for builders. As a result, the prices of new homes are rising as builders pass on these increased costs to buyers. This means that new homes are becoming more expensive. The increased cost may be reflected in higher prices or fees associated with the purchase of a new home. Existing homes, on the other hand, may be a more affordable option, but it's essential to research the local market and understand the pricing dynamics. Factors such as the condition, location, and amenities of the property can influence its price. For sellers, the impact of tariffs on property values varies depending on the location and the type of property. In areas with a lot of new construction, the value of existing homes might be affected by the increased cost of new builds. On the other hand, in areas with a high inventory of homes, prices might be influenced by other factors such as supply and demand, interest rates, and local economic conditions. It's also worth noting that tariffs can have a ripple effect on the broader economy, influencing factors such as interest rates, employment, and consumer confidence. As a result, the real estate market may be impacted by a range of factors beyond just the direct effects of tariffs on construction costs. To make informed decisions, it's crucial to understand the local market conditions and the potential effects of tariffs on the real estate market. Working with a knowledgeable real estate professional can help you navigate these complexities and make informed decisions about your specific goals or needs.
Bomb removed from Blue Ridge Parkway. Multiple agencies responded to the discovery of an improvised incendiary device on a Blue Ridge Parkway dirt pull-off near the Folk Arts Center in Asheville Sunday around 11:45 a.m. The Asheville Police Department's bomb squad, FBI, North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation, 2 fire departments, and National Park Service personnel arrived on the scene to safely remove the device. Authorities temporarily shut down a portion of the parkway and evacuated the Folk Arts Center during the removal process. As of Monday, the device was no longer a threat to the public. An investigation into how the device was placed on the parkway is underway. Anyone with information is asked to contact the National Park Service's Investigative Services Branch by calling 888-653-0009. And that will do it for your local TV4 report. I'm Christina Randall.
From Murphy, North Carolina, Local TV4 presents The Local Report.